Hey folks, Jesus is coming soon. I'm telling y'all, look around. There's so much going on, you can't even keep up with it. You know, with a lot of attacks are happening in a lot of believers' lives right now, including mine. You know, I was trying to comfort a few friends that were going through some things. Some of it was self-inflicted and some of it wasn't. And, you know, I'm dealing with all this vehicle stuff, trying to find a house. It's been a headache, and I'm sorry I haven't been on here in a while. And regarding this place that we're in now with all the mold and stuff, I believe I said in my last video that the landlord was talking about selling it to an investment company, and they wanted to fix it up and all this. But I'll tell y'all the truth, I have a 90-foot wall up around that. I don't trust it at all. It's just really shady, so we're really going to have to find something. We have been looking very, very hard for a place, and you know, I felt really heavy to give this car to a family in need, like getting it fixed and giving it to a family in need. Well, I got to tinkering on it the other day, and for some reason it's working perfectly fine. It's the oddest thing. I borrowed one of those little scan tools and put in it and seen what the check engine light was, and it was a O2 sensor, something crazy, something cheap, and the battery cable was loose. I'm guessing that was the whole, I don't know. It needs a bumper and all kinds of stuff on it still, but I'm gonna obey the Lord, and I found a family that really used that car, and I got to drive it 5 hours south. It's going to be really nerve-wracking trying to drive, you know, these Toyota trucks. Transmissions are not very cheap, but I'm going to obey the Lord regardless. I know they'll pull it. It's just the age of these trucks and everything. Just got to figure out which truck to pull that car with. I know mine, I've driven that thing all over everywhere. It's been to Arkansas and Texas, Mississippi, New Orleans. I mean, literally it's been everywhere. So I might wind up taking my truck because I know it'll do the trip. Anyways, y'all, so with a couple of friends that I wanted to talk about, I'm not going to say any names, but one of them, I want to tell this because, you know, y'all husbands and wives out there that are messing around on your spouse, that is beyond wrong, and you got to come clean with that. I'm not going to say any names, but one of my friends was telling me that, and I don't know why he just felt the urge to tell me about this when he already knows how I feel about that, because I've never went outside my marriage, and I just can't do that. To look someone in the eyes that loves you so very much and would do anything for you, and to step outside of that for a quick fling or something, it makes no sense to me. But anyways, I was telling him that he needs to come clean to his wife, and you know, I know his wife, she's cool and she loves him a lot, does everything for him, and I just, again, I can't understand why. And I didn't question him why and all this other stuff, but he finally came clean to her, and they're going to work it out, glory to God. But it's just, I don't know, y'all, I can't wrap my mind around why someone would do that. And my other friend was dealing with a death in his family, and well, his grandma, which raised him, was dying, and she passed yesterday. And you know, I know that pain. I've been there, and it's not, once the shock wears off, the pain hits so very hard. You know, I had to watch my daddy die in hospice, and there wasn't nothing I could do about it but cry my eyes out and cry out to the Lord. And a lot of the times if you really look at it, people that are on their deathbed, they spend their last moments comforting others around them as they die, when others around them should be comforting the ones who are dying. But I don't know why it works that way, but that's the way it always is. So I tried my best to comfort my dad, even though he knew the Lord and all that. And it was just a pain that I don't wish on nobody. And the loss of mine and my wife's son, me finding him no longer living in his bassinet, that does something to your mind that I don't wish on nobody. But again, there's a lot of attacks going on in the body right now, and I'm seeing so many people fall away. It's unreal. They go down these rabbit holes and get in these weird, I don't even know what you want to call them, but then they just fall away and start spewing this weird nonsense. I mean, people that I know they were on fire for the Lord at one point when I've known them, they just fall away. We are so close to the Lord coming for the church, and I just don't understand that either, just falling away. Folks, you got to hold on tight to the Lord right now, I'm telling y'all. I mean, truthfully, we're all going through stuff right now, and we all need each other right now. But very, very, very few are actually clinging on to one another, helping one another, loving on one another, holding each other's hands, going through this stuff. They want to bash each other and gossip and lie and do all this other stuff in this little circle, these little cliques and things. This is what people are doing inside the church, instead of, like I said, holding one another, helping one another, love one another. It's disgusting. I ain't never in my life before coming to Christ seen as much gossip as I have inside the church. And it's mainly people that don't even know the full story. They just want to spew out these things and add to it and make others hate one another, and this, you don't even know that person, I mean, we all got to stop doing this stuff. Jesus is coming so very soon. Keep looking up, church. I'm right here with you. It's tough on all of us right now, but hang on, because Jesus is coming. Romans 10:9-13. I love all of you. I truly do. God bless.